Good morning. I am sitting outside because Lizzie wants to be outside and I didn't really want to take her for a walk. I'm such a bad dog mom. So I have a meeting at 9:30. So we have about a half an hour. I'm just messing around on my phone and whatever. So first of all, have you guys seen Squid Games? I have not seen Squid Games, but there is this YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Cheap Lazy Vegan. And I'm not vegan, but someone's trying to call me. Hold on. Stupid robocallers. Anyways, Cheap Lazy Vegan. I am not vegan, but I don't eat land animals. That's what I tell people. I don't eat land animals. I do eat seafood and I eat dairy and stuff. But anyways, she, Cheap Lazy Vegan, did I say that? Anyway, she always makes like really easy stuff. And she is also Korean. So she was talking about Squid Games. She said she was obsessed with it. She said she's seen it twice. But she actually veganized a bunch of the food from Squid Games. So I was actually watching that video and she made this one dish that I guess they have in the video where they're eating like out of like a lunchbox. It's like a tin lunchbox and it has like rice in it and a fried egg and these like beans and then like something else. And so she made these braised black beans. That's what she called them, Korean braised black beans. And they have soy sauce in them and brown sugar. So they're like sweet and salty. And they're not like broken up. They're like whole beans, but they are like, they're like saucy kind of. And they looked so good. So yesterday this is chewing on a branch. What are you sniffing? So, yesterday I picked up black beans and I'm sure you can use them with canned beans, but she used like, bagged like dry black beans and you have to like soak them overnight. So that's actually what I did. So I'm actually going to try to make them today for lunch, but they take about like an hour on the stove. So I'll have to start them obviously a little early, but, I'm going to do that. And she said Koreans say that Korean black beans are different than just like regular black beans, but she like went to the Asian market and they were expensive. So she just took some from her mom. So I haven't gone to the Asian market in a while and I kind of wanted them today. So I just bought like regular black beans. I won't know the difference because I don't think I've ever had Korean black beans. So I'm going to try to make that today. I have some brown rice, that I really need to eat and I have eggs. So I'm not going to do a vegan egg. I'm just going to do like a regular egg, but I'm going to see how that goes. So then also she makes this, I'll try to put it down below because I actually don't know how to say it and I don't really want to butcher it, but it is rice cakes, but they're like, it's not like dry like rice cakes. They're actually like in a long kind of stick and they're like these chewy, soft rice noodles, but they're big and fat and thick. So anyway, she's been making them like a lot recently. And I guess that they eat them in Squid Game. They go to like a street vendor and they eat them. It's like street food. And she made those yesterday and they look so good. So I'm not going to make them today probably, but I am thinking I am going to go to the Asian market this afternoon and pick some up and get a couple of other things. She uses a lot, this red curry paste, and I think it's supposed to be pretty spicy and I'm not a huge fan of super spicy. So I'm probably just going to put less of it in there. Anyway, this is a big, long, rambling thing to tell you I'm going to make braised black beans and I'm going to go to the Asian market this afternoon. Sorry, it's not fall. It's not like pumpkin spice black beans, but it is what I'm doing. And I think that it is kind of comfort food and it is starting to get chillier. So I think it's actually going to be really good. I'm pretty excited about it. Also, we're coming up on the end of Vlogtober, guys, and I'm like a little bit sad. I think I'm going to miss like talking to you guys every day and just chatting. So I think I am gonna start my podcast back up, but I usually only do that every other week because I never really had like a ton of stuff to show. So I would do it every other week. But I had this thought that, and tell me if I'm crazy or you think it's completely stupid, but I had this thought like about doing this kind of video series where I kind of just like talk about like whatever's been on my mind. And so we used to have this club in junior high, and I can't really remember. I have a terrible, terrible, terrible memory. But there were clubs when I was in junior high, and I don't know if were they after school, were they once a week at the end, like instead of doing like a last period, we did these clubs, but they had all kinds of different clubs and you would sign up for them. And one of them was called Chit Chat Chow. And basically all you did was like eat and talk to your friends. It wasn't even like a guided, it wasn't even like a guided discussion. It wasn't even like, today we're going to talk about XYZ. It was like, just literally talk about whatever you want and eat snacks. And I'm like, yeah, that's my kind of club. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll do like a video series called like Chit Chat Chow, where I like eat snacks and talk to you guys. And then I was like, maybe I should call it Knit Chat Chow, where I like knit and eat snacks and talk to you guys. I don't know. I kind of put it out to my friends and they're like, I'd watch that. But they're like, there's like 4 of them. So, let me know if you think it's a good idea. And then I was thinking like once a week I'll do that. And then the other week, off week, I'll do a podcast. I don't know. Maybe it's a stupid idea, but I have a lot of things on my mind. Like, I don't know how I feel about certain things. But here's the other thing is I do think that vlogging and podcasting and this type of social influencer, not that I think I'm an influencer because I'm absolutely not, but like, and this is something that I would talk about on Knit Chat Chow, but this whole idea of like living your life on the internet for other people is incredibly self-indulgent, and it really is not conducive to being like a humble, approachable, genuine person. Like, I just feel like people put on this personality, and I get it. Like, whatever. If you want to be an influencer and that's how you make your money, and I'm not trying to knock anybody's like trying to make a living, but it is kind of a personality. Like, you do put this, like, it's not absolutely every single real part of you. You know, you are kind of playing to the camera, or you're doing things to appeal to the masses and that kind of stuff. But it really just fosters self-indulgence. So I'm like, is that something that I really want to do? Like, I'm just going to knit and eat snacks and talk about whatever I want to talk about, and just everyone can listen to me and pay attention to me. It's like, it sounds really super self-indulgent. But anyway, let me know what you think. Comment down below, like and subscribe. And that's not even really what I'm doing it for either. Like, I have 500 something subscribers. And I started this channel with my sister, and she may join me again for podcasts, which I think would be really fun, and I think good for Liz. She's ready to go inside. Her feet are probably chilly. And I think it would be good for us, you know, back to hanging out and bonding and stuff. But so I'm not trying to get like a billion subscribers or be this person who's like recognizable on the street. I just think the interaction is fun, and I'm going to miss talking to you guys. But I'm worried, honestly, that if I do end up doing that, am I going to get disappointed if people don't like what I have to say, and I lose subscribers, or I don't get subscribers, or I don't get attention? Like, what am I really doing this for? Like, it is pretty self-indulgent, I do have to say. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to take this chickie poo inside. And then, like I said, I have my meeting for the morning, and then I will, hopefully, if I go to the Asian market, I will take you with me, and I'll show you my braised beans. Hopefully they come out good. And we'll see what the day brings. Bye, Liz. People are going to watch for Liz. Let's be honest. Liz, stop. Okay, so I made my lunch, as you saw. The beans are good, but I burnt them. So they were taking a really long time to cook, and I don't know. I think I expected them to be like mushier than they really were. So I like read the recipe again and they said that they would be like still have some chew to them. So I was like, okay, well, you do cook them till the water reduces out. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll stop adding water. Like, cause you keep adding water until the beans are done. So I was like, well, maybe I'll stop adding water and let the water reduce down. And then I think what happened is I just didn't pay attention to it enough and I let the water reduce down way too much. And so they like burnt. So they're actually not too bad. And they're actually not bad mixed in with the rice and the egg. So it's pretty good. I do think it will be better if I did the beans better. So maybe next time I will do a better job on the beans, but I thought it was good overall. Not too bad. Lizzie woke up as soon as I started eating and now she's like, pay attention to me. So I'm just watching a show right now and then I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna get ready and then I'm gonna go to the Asian market to get some rice cakes. Good evening. It is 7:52 p.m. in the evening. My sister and I were talking about pet peeves and how it's annoying when people say 5 a.m. in the morning because it's a little redundant. There was one other one I thought of when people say more than 10 plus years. Or more than, whatever plus whatever. It's so redundant. When you say more than 10 years, that is, you either say more than 10 years or 10 plus years. Like more than 10 plus years, it's very annoying. Related to that is at least 7 to 10. Well then say at least 7 because more than that, or is it at least 10? Like, what does that mean? At least 7 to 10? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I don't know if that made sense to you. Anyway, Sean went out to a friend's house to have a fire and have some drinks. So I'm by myself. Anyway, it's totally fine. I just want to hang out in a quiet house and knit. That's all I want to do. I'm working on that train and I don't know, I get to points where I'm like, I hate this is going to be terrible. And then I do it and I'm like, okay, it's not that bad, right? So anyway, I wanted to come to you guys and show you my Asian market haul. I took like one video there. The video that I took was me getting these shrimp chips. So Andrea the cat lady said these were her favorite. I feel like I've tried them before, but I can't really remember. But I'm sure I would enjoy them. So I got some. So yeah, I'm gonna have some of those. No, maybe not tonight, but I got these Hello Panda chocolate biscuits, I think is really what they are. They're like cookies with chocolate inside. These are pretty common. Like it's not, you don't have to go to a Asian market to get them anymore. They actually sell them at Five Below. So I'm not sure if I've seen them in the supermarket, but they probably are in the supermarket too. I kind of have this rule when I go to an Asian market though, to not buy stuff that I can get in the supermarket because I can get it anytime. If I'm gonna make a special trip all the way out to the Asian market, which is like 30 minutes away, then I'm gonna get stuff that I can't get. Although that's kind of silly. Like, why don't I support their business, right? Okay, I got the tteokbokki. Well, I don't think this is called tteokbokki. I think this is just called rice cakes. These are frozen rice cakes. I think tteokbokki is the type of dish it is. So this is another thing that was in Squid Games that I haven't seen, but the Korean Cheap Lazy Vegan that I watch made it. So she had like a recipe for it with like gochujang, which is red pepper paste, red pepper flakes, which I can't remember. That's very cold. I can't remember what those are called. Soy sauce, kelp powder, and a couple of other things. So I was actually going to get all those things there. So I got the rice cakes, but then I saw this. I also saw tteokbokki frozen, like as like a frozen meal already made up. But I'd already put that in my cart, I think. So I was like, whatever, I'll just get the ingredients for it. And then I saw this and I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. So my only worry about this is that it does have red pepper paste in it. And I'm a little bit sensitive, not sensitive. I just don't love super spicy. So when you're making it like from scratch, you can like change how much of the gochujang you put in there. And so I'm like a little worried that this might be a little bit too spicy, but we'll see. So I'm gonna try that. I also got these. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but they're Rambutan. It's a fruit. I don't know how it grows, but it's one of my favorite fruits. So you don't eat the outside. I was going to show you. I already scored the outside. So you score the outside with a knife, and then you can remove part of it like this, and then you eat the inside, and then there is a seed in there. It's really good. It tastes kind of like a grape, and the flesh is very grape-like in texture. It tastes very much like a skinned grape. So good. I think it's better than a grape, but so then there's a pit in there. Sorry if anybody gets weird about me eating or people eating. Usually I just stick the whole thing in my mouth, but I don't want to like spit it out. I got a piece stuck between my teeth. And then there's like a pit in there. So you don't eat the pit. Oh man, it's so good. So I think it actually probably came with 10 in the pack, but I had picked up my friend's daughter to go with me, and I brought them in so that they could try them, my friend and her 2 kids. So we actually might have eaten 3 there. And then I left 2 because her husband wasn't home yet. Hold on. I left 2 so that he could try them. Oh man, they're so good. So I had 5 left. So now I only have 4 left, and I'm like, oh man, that was so good. I just want to like eat them all right now. Maybe I'll just have 1 more tonight. Because I want to save them. I should have gotten 2 packages. I guess I just didn't. I wasn't thinking. I should have gotten 2 packages. I've never seen these at the grocery store, so I'm not really exactly sure where else closer to buy them. Oh, you know what though? I'm gonna be down in that area again tomorrow, so maybe I'll get more. Okay, and then we went to Sugar. Well, we went to Sugar first, Sugar Bakery, which is the cupcake place that I had gone to previously. It was probably at the beginning of the month, sorry. They're in the same area. They're about 10 minutes apart from each other, the Asian market and the bakery. So I had told my husband, like, I'm going down to the Asian market. Do you want anything from Sugar? And sometimes he says no. Like, he's really been trying to, he's like pre-diabetic, so he's really been trying to like lay off like the carbs and the sugars and stuff like that. But we've been actually really buckled down since we got back from vacation, so I'm not surprised he said yes. And there was the special cupcake called, I can't remember now. Morning Fuel. And it was like a coffee cupcake with like some sort of espresso buttercream and white chocolate curls or something on top. So he said he wanted that. So I got that for him. He already ate it. I got for myself though, sorry if this is too loud, a s'mores cupcake. So we got this last time. I think we got one of these last time and split it, but it's graham cracker cupcake, marshmallow buttercream dipped in chocolate, and it has graham cracker crumbs on top. So I think I'm gonna have that tonight while I'm just by myself watching knitting vlogs. But I might have one more Rambutan. Oh, and then the other thing that came in the mail today was my needles, my swivel cord that I didn't get in my interchangeable set. So they actually just sent me, it looks like what you would purchase on its own if you wanted an extra. It's not like the missing one from my pack. So it came with stitch markers. And then it also came with a cord key and stoppers. Is that what they call them? 2 end caps and a cord key. So that's pretty cool. Now I have extra, which is nice. I don't like when there's not like a nice way to open something. Like I really don't love tearing into things. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That opened pretty nicely. This looks like a little tea bag. Look how stinking cute that is. I love it. So there we go. I got my cord. It took a long time and I was almost like, I was kind of a little bit nervous that I like wasn't gonna get it, but it came. That's it, guys. Like I said, I'm working on that train. Let me grab it. I'll just run and grab it super, super quick. Hold on. So I'm doing the cab. I think this is what they call it. So it goes around like this on the back of the engine. So I couldn't cut out from the templates because my gauge doesn't match. So I just knit them and then I kind of just measured the plastic canvas off of that. So I just have to sew the top. Then I guess you have to knit the inside, or crochet, I'm sorry, the inside. I don't know how that gets attached, but I think what I'm gonna do is I might just stitch the top and then be done for the night. And then just knit or crochet on something super easy. So I actually might not even do the top tonight. I might be done with this tonight. But it's not too bad actually. So when I was first doing it, I'm like, this is terrible. This is gonna come out terrible. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I should have never done this. I'm gonna quit. And now that I've done it, it's actually not too bad. So I think the canvas pieces are a hair big, because it's quite taut when I'm folding it because it's gonna be like this. But I actually think that's probably a good thing. So we'll see. Anyway, that might be it for the night though, to be honest with you. I mean, I might put a little more clips on what I decide to work on or whatever, but that might be it for the night. So it was nice chatting with you guys today, and I will probably see you tomorrow.